Okay, now you have the keys and you've moved in. There are a few important things that you need to be aware of and take care of. Firstly, it is crucial that you get your own tenant's contents insurance. Many tenants mistakenly believe that if their goods are damaged or destroyed by circumstances affecting the owner's property, then their possessions are covered. This is false. They are not covered. You need to ensure that all your goods are adequately insured, as the owner or the agent will not be liable for damage or destroyed tenants' possessions. Your property manager can assist you with contacts that can help you with this insurance. Rental payments. Please ensure that your rent is paid on time every time. We pride ourselves on careful tenant qualification and screening processes. Applicants are only approved on the grounds that we are confident that the rent will be paid on time and every time. However, a minority of tenants still get behind in their rent despite all our tenancy screening procedures. Follow up on these late rent payments involves phone calls, text messages and emails. These sometimes cause people to get upset. However, we cannot apologise for such actions, as we believe that rent must be paid on time all the time. Further information about our arrears procedure can be found on our website. Sometimes some tenants are continually late with payments. If we have a tenant that is consistently behind despite all of our best efforts, we will recommend to the landlord for this lease not to be renewed. The tenant will then be required to vacate the property at the end of their lease and will also be furnished with a poor performance reference. If you have any difficulties with paying your rent, then please contact one of our property managers. Rent must be paid in advance. This means that you purchase the time in advance and then consume the time period by dwelling in that property. Once that time period is finished or consumed, then you must pay for the next time period again before using it. When you start your tenancy, you pay 2 weeks in advance. We suggest that at the end of the first week, you pay another 2 weeks in advance. This will ensure that you're always a week in front. This allows a little bit of buffer for you should any emergency happen and you find yourself tight on funds. It also gives a bit of a buffer around public holidays, when sometimes the tenancy funds may be a few days before the account is reconciled and appears in your ledger. These few days buffer will ensure that you are not getting arrears notices during these times. Some tenants like to pay a little extra each week. This allows a little buffer to build up. It is really helpful when emergencies happen or when your water bill comes in if you are paying water for your tenancy. It also helps around times of the year when funds tend to be short, such as Christmas time. If you would like to set this in place, just talk to one of the property managers. Paying your rent. There are a number of different ways that you can pay your rent. Our preferred option is direct debit or through SenderPay if you are on government payments. Our staff are not allowed to take any cash rent payments over the counter in any of our offices. Payments can also be made at any National Australia Bank. With any deposits of rent, please ensure that your tenancy ID is stated clearly. All the appropriate forms for setup of direct debit are available on our website or from our property management staff at the office. Our property management staff can also help you with the setting up of any SenderPay arrangements. When you sign the lease, you will also be given a property condition report. It is very important that you go through this report carefully. Please make notes on any areas of the condition report that you do not agree with. It is important that this is done as soon as possible, and it must be returned to us within 7 days of the tenancy start date. If it is not returned within the 7 days, then please be aware that the original inspection will be used for the end of tenancy comparison, regardless of whether you agree to the original report or not. So please return your inspection form. Property Tree is the property management and trust accounting software used by our property management department. It is a web-based system that has landlord and tenant portals that allows everyone to be kept up to date and informed. The process of joining this is very simple. You will receive an email invitation. When you accept this email, you will be able to log on to the portal. Once in the portal, you will have access to your rental information. Logging on is easy through social media and email accounts. If you have any problems with this, please do not hesitate to contact the property manager for assistance. Thank you for your attention. We hope this information has been useful and that your tenancy is a long and enjoyable one. Please do not hesitate to contact any of our staff if we can be of assistance.